So we won. Wow. I'm just happy we did something good here. This game, for the most part, I thought we were going to win, but our bullpen, as always, loves to choke at the end of games. So I wouldn't have been surprised if we just gave up like 8 runs at the very end, but thankfully we didn't, and I got to keep that in mind that this time our bullpen actually didn't humiliate themselves like always. They did go ahead and score 4 runs at the end of the game, but that was not enough to come back, thankfully. So, listen, seen a lot of comments on Twitter about the Reds and saying that this team is exactly what we thought about it going into the season. This is a 500 team. They're going to either finish with a 500 record or a little bit less than that. Which, to be honest, after last season, I'm pretty dang happy about it. I've seen a lot of complaints on Twitter about our front office, about, ironically enough, different channels, same concept, right? Front office issues. How a front office is very cheap and stuff like that, and that's why we're struggling, because we don't really have the roster to be that successful. And listen, it is what it is. It's not the 1990s. Okay, this is getting really interesting here. 1990s Reds baseball, good. 1990s Bengals football, awful. A little difference there. But anyway, as I was saying, it is what it is, Will we go to the playoffs? I hope. But I don't know. And I can't even fathom the thing. We are 1/3 into the season, and we have choked so many games because of our bullpen being absolutely freaking awful. So, it's like, and that's another thing. It's like, this is the thing about this team that's so frustrating. It's like, okay, our offense is really good sometimes, right? We've had games where our offense is crazy. We put up almost 20 points on the Orioles. Now, finding out they actually suck this year, but that's beside the point. But that was amazing, right? We were excited, like, we actually did it. And then we also lost 3 games this year, 1-0. And then it's like, okay, well, now our offense sucks. But then it's also our pitching has been really good this year. Our starting pitching, that is. And then there's times where our pitching sucks. And it doesn't make any sense. I went to the Orioles-Reds game, and I was excited. I was like, okay, first couple innings, we have Hunter Green out there. He looked awful. And it's just this inconsistency. So, it's definitely an issue with roster management, okay? It's definitely an issue with roster. Obviously, we got a new manager. We tried to fix a lot of things. But it's still not working out. So, I haven't given up on the season yet. I really haven't. I think we still have a chance. It's only, again, there's still 2/3 of the season left. It sucks, but it is what it is at the end of the day. You just got to take it one game at a time. And hope your division also helps you out a little bit. But again, that series versus the Cubs. I mean, the first game, 13-6. We had this game won. We had it won. We were up, 8-2? What is this? We were up, the first game we were actually up 6-2. 6-2. We choked it. The third game, we were up in this game. This is a game we were actually up 8-2. We choked it. Bullpen sucks. So, I will say, bullpen has cost us a lot of games this year so far, and it is what it is at the end of the day. So, tell me down below your thoughts, opinions. I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.